do we have here? Here's some photo paper, and this is 4x6, so you can make little prints if you want. Here's some documentation about proper handling of the printer, not to abuse it. Here's some more documentation here. And then here is the driver disc, and also probably some software included on there that will help you scan and whatnot. This looks like an ink cartridge. This is a black ink cartridge. Now the main reason I chose Kodak for my previous printer is because their ink is very inexpensive. But this Canon ink is a little more expensive than the Kodak ink, but not as expensive as some out there. So it takes Canon 210 black. This is the black cartridge. Let's see what else is in here. And here's the color cartridge. It takes 211 for the color. And here's the phone line. And the USB cord. And the power cord. Okay, let's see if I can get this out of the box here. Alright, it's out of the box, and let's get it out of the bag here. Now it's a little bit shorter than my previous printer, but it's wider this way, from front to back. Let's get some of this plastic off here. Let's start from the top here. So on the back of the printer here is where you feed your paper in, and you can actually pull this support piece up. That way it'll keep your paper straight. And you can feed it in, whether it's envelopes, you actually have guides in here, so if you have envelopes you set them thinner, and if you have regular sized paper you set it wider, but that's where your paper goes in. Your paper comes out on the front here. Now if you're going to fax something on this machine, you just open it up here and you put your originals in here face up. It'll feed it through the scanner and then it'll spit it out here. You can also do that if you're doing multiple scans, but I prefer generally to do a scan on the flatbed here. Now if you want to access the cartridges, you just open this up down here and pull up from here. And there, I don't know if you can actually see it, but that's where your print head is and your cartridges are, your color and your black cartridge. I'm going to have to pull this tape off of here before I start this up. Okay, so as you can see here, there's a lot of glossy black plastic on it. Right up here, and then you have some matte black plastic around the sides here. Then on the front here, you have your controls, you have your on-off button here, you have a couple of indicator lights here. You have your controls here for copying, faxing, and scanning. You have a menu button settings, fax quality. You have your readout here. You have your number pad here. You have a redial pause button here, a coded dial button here, and a hook button here. So that's you can put the phone on or off the hook by pressing that button. Over here you have your copy buttons, either if you want black and white or color, and you have a stop button there. Now on the front here you have some branding. You have some Canon branding here. And then you have here that it's Energy Star rated. And again, the model number is Mx360. and it is a Wi-Fi printer, and this is a light here, indicator light. So that'll tell you when your printer is hooked up to your wireless network. Now, on the left side of the printer, there's pretty much nothing, just your glossy plastic. The only thing you do have is where you plug your power cord in here on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, there's nothing. Again, you have your matte plastic around the edges here, and then your glossy plastic on the side. On the back, you have your line in for your phone line, and then your line out if you have a telephone attached to it, so you could actually put this in between your phone line coming into the house and your telephone. I won't be hooking that up. And then it looks like here on the inside is where you have your USB ports here.